Wind, the possibility of rain, and highs in the low 50s, although it feels cooler. Today at Bristol Motor Speedway, as we have race 6 of 8 on the 2018 YouTube Cup season, getting down to the end. The haulers, the rigs, the garage, everything ready to go. We should have a great showing today. A lot of new faces qualifying really well. Looking very forward to what today brings at Bristol for the YouTube Cup. Here is how the cars all qualified. Bottom row, that's 1 through 18, and the top row, 19 through 36. And this is how they're going to race in the 6 different segments for today. All right, we have segment 1 ready to go. On the pole, very first time this year, in the blue 317 car from Chef Squid Motorsports, we have Inky. And to his right in the 41, Kurt Busch. Row 2 in the 88, Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch. To his left in the 81, Wendell Scott. And row 3 in the 8 car, Dick Trickle. Next to him in the 1 car, Jamie McMurray. Let's do it. Caution on the track for an El Reco. Oh man, who did this take out? It's Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch in the 88 car. Let's see if we can see what happened. Oh, it looks like Wendell might have got into him. Either way, Captain Redneck is out. We're going to restart this thing with 2 laps to go. Let's do it. Oh, this is a big one. Caution for the second time for an El Reco. And this one will take out the pole setter, Inky. Oh, just too much speed. Hits the wall, goes over, and Wendell Scott almost knocks him back on his tires. Would have put him back in the race. Inky is out. That is huge. Tough break for Inky and Chef Squid Motorsports. All right, we're going to restart it. 1 to go. The third car taken out in this segment, Kurt Busch, a potential hopeful for a win here, goes out almost just like he did. He got rolled over. Oh, just a little bit too much momentum. Take a look at side cam. A little bit too much momentum. Kurt Busch out of the race. That's a lot of tough luck for him so far in 2018 season. There's your finishing order. Wendell Scott, Dick Trickle, and Jamie McMurray for segment 1. All right, up next, segment 2. The 10 car, 89 Mattel, qualified really well. Another car that qualified very well. Very first time out from Scottman Racing. The 1 car of Steve Park. Row 2, the 11 car, that's Mike James. Next to him in the white 317 car, Odd Socks. They had their pole setter go out. Looking for better luck this time around. Row 3, strange to see him back there. The 37 car of Jeff Purvis. Next to him in the red 317, that's Chef Squid. Let's do it. Caution on the track for, yeah, you guessed it, an El Reco. Our 4th one of the day, and this is not good for Chef Squid Racing. Odd Socks is out now. See if we can tell what might have happened. Oh, looked like Purvis got into him. And then unfortunately, Chef Squid had nowhere to go. There's the old side cam ski. Odd Socks now out. 1 lap into it. 3 to go. Here's how they're going to restart this. Let's do it. That was an exciting segment. Look at lap 3. 89 Mattel almost loses it. Park almost passes him, and then look at Park loses it. Almost gets passed by Mike James on the last lap. Oh man, very close. Look at that. All right, very entertaining segment with 89 Mattel going to the main event. All right, now we're going to segment 3. Leading him down in the 68 car, Rusty Nubbins. Next to him in the 78, Martin Truex Jr. Row 2 in the 92 car, we have Jimmy Johnson. And next to him in the 12, Jeremy Mayfield. And row 3 in the 80 cars, Nick Devers. And on his right, in the Black Deuce, Rusty Wallace. Let's do it. Oh, holy smokes, what a segment. What a segment. Look at that, Rusty Nubbins getting loose there in lap 1. Take a look at lap 3. Nubbins almost takes out Jimmy Johnson. Johnson has enough composure, maybe gets a little bump from Martin Truex, ends up leading lap 3 into the final lap, and holds off Rusty Nubbins for the segment win. Jimmy Johnson going to the main event. And we'll be right back after these messages. We might not be done with the 2018 YouTube Cup, but coming soon, the 2019 YouTube Cup. And 2 cars featured here, 3D Botmaker and Julius Harris, as this season we are allowing wheel swaps. Alright race fans, if you want to get in for the January King of the Quarter Mile, you need to act fast. Deadline is approaching very quickly, which is January 28, 2019. 1 car still in the package plus $1. And if whoever wins can defeat the champ there, Dirty Deeb, and the Dodge Concept Baby Ruth, they will collect all the skrill. Alright, we have segment 4 on the track, and we have a newcomer in that 01, Front Row Joe. Qualified excellent first time out. Next to him in the 18 car, still looking for his very first NOS Racing Series win of any kind, Kyle Busch in the 18. Row 2 in the 3 car, we have Yellowdale. Next to him in the 1, Bobby Labonte. And in row 3, we have Chicken George in the 79 and Blue Dale right next to him. Let's do it. Wow, Front Row Joe, just too much for these guys. There's a look at lap 1 on side cam. Coming off that turn like a slingshot. Look at Kyle. Almost eats it there on the last lap. Loses a lot of momentum, allowing Yellowdale to come up and snatch second place in this segment from him. Another look from side cam. Front Row Joe going to his very first main event and his very first race. Okay, we have segment 5 on the track, and leading them down the track is number 5, Casey Kane. Has looked really good this second half of the season. Also looking good the second half of the season is the 44 car, Rubber Tires, Kyle Petty. Row 2 on the inside, coming off of his Race Mountain Legend streak, swept the NOS Racing Series, both races there. The number 60 car of Tim Flock. And next to him, the 19 car of Casey Atwood. And in row 3, we have the 44 car of Cooter McGavin. Next to him in the 6 car, Mark Martin. Let's do it. Casey Kane picking up the segment win. Here's a look, side cam first lap. Look at Tim Flock, second place. Where does he finish? Dead last in this segment. Wow. Casey Kane gets an easy win on that last lap. Very easy due to the, Rubbins racing from the other 5 cars. Casey Kane takes home an easy win from that last lap. Tim Flock, wow, that's hard to believe. All right, should be a good one here. Segment 6. First time qualifying for race, the 00 car of Dirty Deeb. Next to him in the 31 car, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who has looked good as of late. Row 2, first time driver. All of Scottman Racing's cars qualified. Here's the 3rd car, the 12 of Jimmy Spencer. Next to him, 23 car Hut Strickland. Row 3, this is crazy. The series points leader right now in the 95 car, Bullet McQueen, owned by Ghost Jerker. And next to him, no number needed when you're the party guy, Vinny Nightlife. Let's do it. All right, technical difficulties apparently in the recording of one lap, but it didn't affect anything, guaranteed. Dirty Deeb looked very strong in the 00 car, picks up the segment win, and is on his way to the main event. All right, here we go, the 6th race. These are all the cars that finished 6th in their respective segments. We run the 6th race all the way down to the seconds in a 1-lap shootout to determine the final placing. Here we go. Tim Flock leading them down for the 6th race. All right, Tim Flock, a completely different car when he's got clean air. And Blue Dale comes up for 2nd. Don't know what happened there with Nick Devers. Vinny Nightlife ready to party. All right, the 5th race, and this is big because we have Bullet McQueen, the series champion, and the rest of these cars also are in the top 20, so this is important. Even one little point could make or break you from the last race of the season. Let's do it. All right, they can't reach the checkered flag, and you know the NOS Racing rule. If you're in a 2nd through 6th race and you can't get back to the checkered, the race ends unless there's a caution. All right, we have the 4th race up. Kyle Petty, the 44 rubber tire. I think he was expecting or hoping for a better day today. Next to him, first-time racer, Jimmy Spencer. Jeff Purvis back there in the 37. Let's do it. This could be very important the rest of the season. All right, Kyle Petty looks strong there in the 4ths. Right behind him, Jimmy Spencer. That's how they finished. Now we're moving on. All right, this should be a good 3rds race. Front row has Kyle Busch in the 18 and Martin Truex Jr. in the 78. Let's do it. Oh man, that was a good one. Let's take a look at the replay. Truex getting around Busch. Busch gets into the side of him, and then bam! Hut Strickland in there. And let's see. Yep, it is Truex, and it looked like Kyle Busch. Even though Strickland was there first, Busch actually crosses the line. I don't even know if Strickland ever really did. Good 3rds race. All right, we're on to the 2nds, and that front row, those guys were hoping for more today. Rusty Nubbins in the 68, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 31. Let's do it. All right, Rusty Nubbins looking really strong on that one. Let's see who came up for 2nd. It looks like it might have been... Yeah, Steve Park. Steve Park comes up for 2nd. Let's take a look at side cam. Nubbins looking good, and yes, Park gets it. That's your finishing order for the seconds race. That's all really cool and whatnot, but it's main event time. Oh, this should be a good one. Row 1 on the inside in the 10 car, 89 Mattel. Next to him in the 01, front row Joe. Row 2 in the 5 car, Casey Kane. On his outside 00 car, Dirty Deeb. And in row 3 in the 92 car, Jimmy Johnson. And on his right side in the 81, Wendell Scott. 4 laps. Can't wait, main event. Let's do it. Oh, caution is out El Reco. Oh, man, 89 Mattel. Man, we've been caution-free for a long time now. Let's see what happened. Gets the advantage over front row Joe, but then loses it, and then they get tangled up. The 5, the 31, just plow him over. Oh, that's a tough break for 89 Mattel and Blackjack Racing. Oh, that's tough to see. All right, here we go. They did not complete a lap. We still have 3 to go, and that's your restarting order. Oh man, I have never seen a main event with more back and forth action ever. The 01 car, front row Joe, there's the wreck there with 89 Mattel. Front row Joe still there. Coming in again, there is Casey Kane. But finally, in the end, he only needed to lead 1 lap, and he did. Look at that, and he almost wrecks. Dirty Deeb gets the win in the 00 car. Wow. I hope this is a glimpse of what's to come in the YouTube Cup. Some highly competitive races. Wow. Look at this. Oh, man. Almost out of control is Dirty Deeb. And it looks like front row Joe for second and Casey Kane for third. Wendell Scott and Jimmy Johnson round out that main event. All right, taking a look at Dirty Deeb in victory lane provided by Dave Akers. The signage provided by Mike James. First ever start, first ever win in the 00. Congratulations to Dirty Deeb and everybody else. Very competitive race. Probably my favorite Bristol race ever in any form of NOS racing. This should be a tight battle with 2 to go. I am looking forward to it. Comment down below what you thought of the race today and the rest of the season going forward. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.